Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. While we're waiting to officially get started, I wanted to throw out our Live Well question of the day. So, as the weather is now finally starting to feel like spring, I would like to know where your favorite walk, stroll, hike, path is. So, wherever you are, where do you like to get out and move? So, go ahead and use the chat and throw in the chat where you like to go. I have a 1 mile loop through my neighborhood I do every day with my almost 14-year-old dog. He'll be 14 on Monday. But we do a 1 mile loop. It used to be like a 5 mile bike ride with him, but not anymore. Denise takes the dogs around the neighborhood as well. Heather loves Red Butte Gardens. Yeah, it's beautiful there. You get some nice incline there too. Veronica goes to Red Rock Canyon. It's so beautiful there. I love Red Rock Canyon. Kristen's got the Jordan River Trail, International Peace Gardens. Cindy does around her neighborhood as well. Vicky's got a 2 mile loop in Daybreak. Debbie around the neighborhood with her puppy. The Boise Greenbelt, Jody. Yeah, that's beautiful too. There's some great paved trails there. Alan goes to Weber Canyon. Chantel goes to Hidden Valley Park. Yeah, Liz, Snow Canyon in St. George. One of the best places to wander, huh? Craig's in St. Louis, Forest Park. We'll have to go visit you, Craig. Raylan's got a 5 mile route around her neighborhood. Yeah, I know the mountains would be better when you can, but we do what we can. We just get outside. It's so beautiful right now. Gary loves City Creek. Okay, thanks for sharing, everyone. We're going to go ahead and officially get started with Stretch with a Leader today. We've got Heather Brace here with us, so we're delighted to have you with us, Heather. And I'll turn the next few minutes over to you for the Live Well moment.
Okay, Cami, thank you. Actually, I love this list, and we probably should publish it. Isn't it so fun that it has more than just Utah? We've got people from Texas and Idaho and Missouri, so it's almost like we could publish a favorite place to take a hike list at Intermountain. It's nice to see that we have almost 100 people on this call. So, Cami, thank you for doing this very important moment, Stretching with a Leader. I think it really ties to our mission of helping people live their healthiest lives possible. And it all starts with the workplace. So if we can be healthy in the workplace, then hopefully we can translate that into our home life as well. And just for those of you who might not know, I'm Heather Brace. I'm the Chief People Officer. So the Live Well for our caregivers actually rolls up to me. And I'm so excited about these kinds of programs to support your living well. And I wanted to share, Craig, because I've been having some computer issues today. Love that Cami talked about spring and this kind of weather. And I love this quote by Laura Ingalls Wilde. Says, some old-fashioned things like fresh air and sunshine are just hard to beat. And I feel like that. I feel like this has been a long winter for those of you who actually live in Utah or the northern Utah area. It feels like the winter that was never going to end. Even though we continue to go backwards and forwards with the weather, it seems like the last few weekends, at least Mother Nature has given us nice weekends. So for the past few weekends, my husband and I, we bought e-bikes last year, and we're having so much fun riding them. I love to ride a bike, but I'm not somebody who wants to be, jaunting up these hills and getting on paths and wearing myself out. So I figure as long as I keep pedaling with a little bit of juice, it provides the right amount of exercise and the right amount of fun. So this was our most recent ride to Sugar House Park prior to all the water, because now this pond is spilling out into the roadway. But we've just been riding bikes together on the weekends, and it's just super fun to have the fresh air blowing in your face, and on the good days, the sunshine. But as you can see on this past Sunday, we had some cloudy weather, but it didn't stop us. And so hopefully each of you are finding ways to get some of that old-fashioned live well moments through fresh air and sunshine. So that's my live well moment today. Cami, I'll turn the time back over to you, and Thank you for doing this for our caregivers.
Thank you so much, Heather, for being here and sharing that with us. Yeah, getting outdoors can be so soothing to the soul, for sure, and physically and mentally. And those e-bikes, they're great. They make getting outside so much more accessible because we do have a lot of hills around here. Um, so it's a
Yeah,
beautiful way.
ours go like 20 miles an hour, so you can cover a lot of ground in a good amount of time. So it's a little bit of exercise and a little bit of transportation. So it's
Yeah,
nice.
that's a lot of fun. Thanks so much, Heather. We will move on now to the stretch portion today. And Heather, you can keep your camera on or turn it off. That's totally up to you, um, if you'd like to or not. So go ahead and find yourself some space, and we're going to hop up and start to move. Okay. All right. Step feet together, narrow hip width apart. We're going to take hands up by your shoulders. We're going to step left, and then your arms do a big reach to the right. And then come back to the center, and we will repeat. And we'll do that 2 more times on this side. So as we move through all of our stretches today, please make sure that you are listening to your body. Okay, we're going to go the other way now. So step right, reach left. And move through your own comfortable range of motion. So all of our bodies are different. Let's do 1 more on this side. All right, go ahead and release arms. We're going to shake it out a little bit and then do a few shoulder rolls. I'm going to do a little more upper body and then we'll work our way down. So let's do a little bit of forearms. We don't do those very often. So start by just pressing the back of your hand down and then flip over and pull back. And from here, straighten your arm out in front of you and then pull back in, and let's repeat. Press the top of the hand down, pull the fingers back, and then push your hand away from you. Okay, 1 more like that. A little kindness to the forearms and the hands. Okay, release, shake it out, and let's do the other side. Press the back of the hand down, and then pull the fingers back and push your hand away from you. Come back and repeat. Back of the hand, pull the fingers, push your hand away. We'll do that 1 more time. Press down, pull back, and push away. All right, go ahead and release, shake the hands out again. We're going to round through the back, take your fingertips forward, interlace your fingers, and now press your palms away from you. And now a big stand and reach, big stand. Big inhale here, exhale, reach forward, round through the back. Taking some big breaths as you move. Okay, 1 more like this. All right, go ahead and reach up now and move side to side. Just really relaxed now. Just move at your own speed. Your hips can sway as well. Just wherever the stretch feels good. Okay, let's hold it on this side. And then start to pull your elbow, your shoulder back and look up. And come back to the center and reach to the right. Pull your elbow, your shoulder back, look up. Come back to the center and then take your hands behind your head. And then just see if you can let your shoulders relax. Just release it down, maybe even drop your chin a little bit. And we'll do some head tilts. So tilting the head back, dropping the chin to the chest. Big breaths. All right, lift the spine nice and tall, and then just a few elbow tilts, side to side. And then release the arms. Okay, we're gonna let's take the left foot forward a little bit, so split stance. We're gonna bring hands to our hearts and then take a little twist to your left. So we twist to your left as far as you feel like you can go and keep your chin in line with your chest. Okay, so you're not looking at the screen anymore. And now open your arms wide, open them big. Bring hands back to your chest and turn to the front. Repeat, twist, open, back to your heart and back to the front. One more time, twist, open, back to your heart and back to the front. Okay, let's switch our feet. We'll do the other side. So standing nice and tall here, twist to the right, big arms open, back to your heart and turn to the front. We'll do that 2 more times. Twist, open, back to your heart, back to the front. Last one, twist, open, back to your heart and back to the front. Okay, good job. Shake it all out. Let's move to the lower body a little bit. So feet are maybe hip width apart or even a little wider. We're gonna move into a hip hinge. So hands on your thighs, push your hips back. And then as you stand up, squeeze your glutes a little bit. And let's do that a couple more times. So your back is staying nice and flat as you hinge. So all the movements right in your hip joints. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit of hamstring stretch. Okay, last one, and then we're gonna hold it here. Okay, hold it right here. It's gonna get slightly complicated. Okay, we're gonna straighten out the left leg. Left leg straightens out. Right hand is on your thigh for support. Left hand comes to your hip. Okay, from right here, if you would like, twist your chest so you're turning to the left. And then if you want to go a little further, take your arm to the sky. Okay, hand back to hip. Rotate both hands to your thighs, and we're going to do the other side. So right leg straightens, right hand comes to your hip. Rotate your chest. Reach the arm to the sky. Hand back to hip and rotate. Okay, we're going to add on if you would like. So straighten the left leg again. Left hand comes to hip, but this time if you want, you can go deeper, so elbow goes down to your thigh, or stay up on your hand, either one. Rotate the chest, take the arm to the sky, and we're gonna hold just a little bit longer here. Big breath. Release the hand, bend both knees, come back to the center. One more on the other side, straighten the right leg. Right hand goes to hip. You can keep left hand on knee or drop it down. Rotate your chest. Take arm to the sky. Let's pause here for a breath. And then rotate all the way back to the center and stand all the way back up. Good job. Shake the legs out. We're going to take legs nice and wide. Toes pointed forward. And just start to shift your weight side to side. Saying hello to your inner thighs. You may have forgotten about them. They're still there. Let's do this a couple more times. Okay, now this time you're going to hold it. So hands on the thigh, and then just start to push your hips back as you straighten your left leg a little bit. Just notice where you're getting the stretch at. And maybe even shift your weight a little more into your left leg. And notice that stretch. Okay, switch sides. Pause here, hands to support you. Start to push your hips back and up as the right leg straightens just a little bit more. Pause there for a moment, maybe even shift your weight into your right leg just a touch more. And then come back to the center, one hand on each thigh. So legs are straight but just not locked, so you're hinging from the hips. And then just start to fold a little forward, little bit more. If you'd like, you can release your arms towards the floor, but you don't have to. Take a big breath. And then use your hands to walk you all the way back up to standing. And let's bring our feet back in together. Narrow hip width apart. We'll do some standing cat-cows. So we're going to move into the hip hinge again. So hinge forward, hands on thighs, but maybe bend your knees a little bit more than we did last time. And then we're going to pull the heart forward, look up, and then round through the back and pull the belly button in. Tuck the tailbone. And then repeat. Maybe you'll add your breath to it as well. And let's pause here and bring yourself all the way up. Okay, shake out the legs. Let everything relax. I'm going to do some big arm circles back. So right arm goes back. And then left arm. Be gentle with your shoulders. If there's any sticking in there, just be kind. Don't push through it. Okay, now we're going to go forward. Right arm. And forward left arm. And then a big inhale up. Exhale, release the arms. And you guys are all done. Thanks so much for joining.